10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And boy, throwing.
Following the interception, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Chargers are going to get the football as he gets this up to
Yeah, talking about passing losses, man.
defense. Got him
You know, y'all got better shit to talk about this morning.
trot out there, Charles. In the very first play, they give the football right back.
Man, I always expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on.
Who did? Oh, no. The Vikings did. I thought Vic did. I thought he was the backup to Chandler. I can't even remember. I have to look at that.
From the 41.
Vic came in starting right away. Okay. Yeah, that was their next year. That was the year after, I think.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
He almost got there. Couldn't get past Philly, though. They beat Green Bay.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
I feel like they still be trying to play Vic, and Vic don't get his due respect sometimes. He wasn't the best passer, but that big could throw. Like,
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but
that nigga was a goddamn.
At first glance, I actually
It was a
wasn't sure that
weapon,
he
bro.
got it, but he
By
ended up
himself.
getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a 1st
first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions.
No, he really good at
Charles,
that.
his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You used to sleep in a certain way.
Especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Used to sleep in a certain way. That's why Doc do it. The Doc used to that shit. He used to sleep in the way he was sleeping.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. Oh, twisting away. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he is
In there for him here in the first half.
You know what, my niggas got that wild ass set up in Call of
Offensive
Duty.
line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And trying to atone for it here on this drive. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins.
Dennis Osborne, he's got it.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side, go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
To Jefferson on a slant. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Well, they get back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line.
It's a lot of stupid niggas out there on solo. I be eating them niggas alive.
They win the
You hear
day
me?
and intercept it.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the
I
line.
think niggas out there that stupid in that solo, boy. Tell you.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Oh no, I just said a lot of them. I repeated a lot of them niggas out there
He'll
done.
be taken down after a short pickup. After getting
Talking about it be
stopped on
crazy
1st
stuff.
down,
I know
the
last time I was out there
Chargers
playing, I
are
caught a dude out there in the street. Like he was just standing in, he just standing in the street.
to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd
Did
quarter.
they draw an outline of the body before he killed him?
In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Fights loose. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
At the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What?
So far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back
What?
in front,
Did he get traded to the older fella sleep? Yeah.
And force him to try and throw through contact and short of the
Pat
sticks.
Riley, step aside, man.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert.
Open man is Palmer.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Got it in, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
First down, here's Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne.
Finding space at the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to staff the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings will add to their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Excuse me.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Herbert on first down now. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Big enough to go. That break, let's put it happen.
And a Charger first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
That's what I'm saying. Also, got next weekend.
Running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've
So
seen
why
it
the
too
fuck is
many
only
times.
2 basketball? Oh yeah, Super Bowl. That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back.
Hey, what's called giving out a little free bingo card today?
They've done that pretty successfully.
You know, FanDuel do that shit every Super Bowl now.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Super Bowl.
They'll take possession already in the red zone in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them
get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's good, man.
The Chargers are about to get going.
That's something I ain't going for. What, some of that shit, like you when I was in college, bro? I'm not. But y'all not for the play with me. I'm not doing that. Me neither. Me neither. Because I would have. That bit would have been. That bit would have turned out. I would have. Me and my niggas would have tore that bitch up, boy. Oh, these crazy ass niggas.
And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Finally,
definitely a no for me.
Let the game almost over. Defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 8.
Minnesota, they better than my team. That nigga beat me yesterday. My line couldn't block both on what you call it. So I was like, okay, I got something for that.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
I got something for that.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Herbert now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you forced 4 turnovers,
You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position with going forward. All you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
I'll turn that bitch over. That boy threw 7 picks. He threw 7 picks. I threw 3 and fumbled that bitch. Yeah, that's the last one. What? I thought this was it. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch because there's just too fucking many. Like, yeah, that's why I thought that was the last one.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Back to Mixon on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Wow.
Down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
He was over there holding his breath.
7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The slot man in motion right. Mixon with a first down carry. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
One of my partners, for some reason, it won't let him log in the EA server. I don't know what to tell that boy to do. Like, he keeps telling him EA service unavailable at this time, but I don't know. Yeah, leave that shit in, re-download. See, this is the first time. He just got his 5 yesterday. So I don't know what's going on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over the sidelines dwelling for it.
Oh, my Lord. He caught that in double coverage like that?
Cincinnati score.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But
we missed the ball.
He silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the
He
right
didn't even
routes,
jump.
blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 68 yards. And the Vikings first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Unbridled joy after that.
From the 22, Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups.
Told my nigga, I just seen it. I said, shit. This shit won't connect to EA service to see for one, the nigga at the hospital. Because his wife in the hospital. She got to be there for a while, I think.
It's Mixon on the counter.
Baby. But
And this defense not giving him anything.
I said, do your internet connection. Get a bitch 30 megabytes. She ain't finna let you play. It ain't fast enough.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Bengals 7.
I'm telling you, that's why it's not working. That shit ain't fast enough. You ain't gonna be able to move. You gonna be able to be like the Matrix.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Sit there and just play the computer.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
Throw it to him. Not him.
Taken in by T. Higgins.
You should throw it to the nigga that was streaking down the field.
He takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
I'm talking about what you get. I want you to throw it to the other nigga.
Very strong drive as a response.
I'm talking about I think he got the third down. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Now Burrow on first down.
Somebody get that tight end.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Hey, Harrison Smith, I like the animation though.
Down near the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry, on that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That shit gonna be open.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst.
I tried to switch
21 yards
and
away.
got caught.
And the
Fucking
Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
See for the post, like that man ran behind.
You can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on.
Get out the way, Lon.
Football scoring points.
Who you trying to go block?
Put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half.
Yo, that nigga was running away from the block, bro.
An excellent start for
Look at
both
that.
offenses. The
What's he
fans
doing?
have to be enjoying this to see
I
how
don't
these
know.
points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 11 now.
Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that.
That boy
catch,
insane.
dragging the toes.
That boy insane.
First down, well done.
That boy crazy.
It's a
That boy crazy. Look at the feet. Watch how he laid it. Look at the feet.
Simple. What a catch, especially
Hey, man.
the finishing part.
On the
Getting his
ground.
feet in bounds, toe tapping,
On the ground.
and of course, foot dragging.
On the ground.
Oh, I like it.
Jesus Christ. Number 72.
Sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
I did the wrong thing.
Throw is incomplete.
That's my fault.
He's trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's third down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make
Can't say
that
nothing
completion
about
happen.
that. Kirk Cousins.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers. Because he curled back. I thought he was going to stop. Then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route.
Man,
When
I
he
fucked
turned
that
it
guy
upfield
up with
and the
that
throw
goddamn
was
pump
there,
fake, though.
nothing at
And he will take this one into
They were
the end
dead.
zone for a Viking touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he fires one.
Should have been offensive pass interference anyway.
By Harrison Smith. And the Vikings
Why they gonna let that man do what I do like that?
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because
That was a hell of a pass off his back foot, though. Ooh, T.J.
what's going on out there is not just maybe the defense is playing well. This is horoscope off.
You gotta feel
What is it?
You have horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, they were Eli. You can't
That'll
depend
give
on
him
that
the
bitch.
first
He was
down as they
wrong.
get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing
Damn,
on
fumble,
the
he
clock.
catch the
I
ball.
see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has
Look at this,
percentage
some wild
completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Took 3 steps without the ball.
Again, it's Cousins.
Of course.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Get extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. He had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there. It takes away what could have been a touchdown. So we've hit intermission.
that ain't how it
It's
worked out there.
halftime. This is the NFL. and it's a presentation of EA
Got these
Sports.
goddamn alerts.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good. Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
Wow.
That was good.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Cousins on first down.
Hey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins. And he'll go down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
A gain of 32 that time. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
They try to throw on second down, but this
That
one is
bitch, he dropped it.
Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football.
I don't know how we missing them spots right there.
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Damn it, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
How tall are you? 7'2"?
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last
I'm saying, he looked that much taller than everybody, though. On all the animations, that nigga look like a fucking giant.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and
Oh my goodness.
So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They go play action. Cousins completes it to the fullback.
Get down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Cousins.
Great ball.
For Jefferson downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
I tried to throw it up.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I know.
Well, these
Who the
defensive
fuck get up that
coaches,
slow?
they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They don't let me do it unless I,
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
he was passing
And
the
he's going to
ball.
be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming out.
Because I was making them adjustments. He hiked that bit, though.
Right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him,
But,
so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Can't throw that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We've seen this throw a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws.
He's wide open. Cornerback, nowhere to be seen over there.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up.
No.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split
Peterson messed up, though, because
but then their defense is going to have to hold
that was
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's
played
an
underneath him. He
inclination
still let him
in
get
the
underneath
middle
him.
to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
I told that nigga to connect it to his hot spot. That shit worked. So that let me know that whole time you trying to connect it to that shit at the hospital, that shit was too slow. Still gotta get there.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's Cousins.
He's gonna fuck up right there.
And he loses the
football God.
Second time. And the Bengals grab it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
So you was a strip fumble work and good? Because Daddy got him twice. And I know his ball can't high shit.
But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
All right.
Now Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again.
I think he might have waited to throw the ball a little too late. Because he was deep.
Trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I don't know.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth.
That's what I push triangle. That's what we doing on triangle pitches now.
The fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
For the opening play, the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side.
Crazy.
And now they get a pick six of their
That's
own.
like it with that last game I just played.
Nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. As a final stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
I'm not sure this drive's going to end. Field position. Nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Cousins to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is remember.
But I ain't gonna lie, those running back until
So we don't need a good
you
drive.
give me the snap
We
that
need a
bit.
great drive. And this is what they've been aiming for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon.
Oh, okay, run it.
Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What are you doing?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw in overtime now for Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays,
That nigga never
especially in a
moved
spot as you just
until that
described,
man
where
caught
an
the
OT,
ball. What the fuck?
you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Boyd.
I want you to know I just pressed square.
Cincinnati score.
To swat the ball.
As the fans exit back out through the
And
turnstiles, not
he
happy
dove.
looks on their faces. Feel like they
Oh, he did
let this
something.
one
He
slip
dove.
away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their
Actually square to
unhappiness
swat.
hurts the guys
Nothing
in the
happened.
concession
Bye.
stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home.
All
What a
right.
dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st down 10.
They point that matter well. They got them. I pumped that bit twice.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Rouzier with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking.
Mm-hmm. It don't matter. Let me see.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are up.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be.
I mean, why are you over there messing with AJ?
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it. Hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On play action, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on a catch and run. 38 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
All right.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Nothing behind you.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
All right, fellas. Lucky. That's good.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility.
Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. They'll set up a throw. That'll be taken in by
Boy, that nigga hit stick me on the ground, bitch. What's that bitch back? That bitch was crawling for you hit stick me.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 score.
Oh my Lord. So nobody gonna block him.
On this one, he'll get
Nobody.
To 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and 6.
And look at that. Look at the pass, bro.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to.
Look at the pad, though. It was bad, though.
Instead,
it was
now
bad
the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And when his superstar ability got something to do with that injury.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays,
he's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
and I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Well, this is intercepted. They get rid of it for the third time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to our EA studios
I think
in
it's got that shit out
Orlando,
y'all
here's
system.
Jonathan Coachman
It.
with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for
Let's go,
quarter
nigga.
number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive?
Oh,
For any one of those coordinators, they just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They take a shot downfield here, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously
still off target
no
and
touchdowns scored in this
everything.
game.
Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
On the return is Williams.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Rock incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
So much of this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
These passes I done seen been so fucking bad. Well, nigga, do what I tell you to do.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the hit.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the
looking
defense.
at you,
They kept
just
going
stand there,
backwards,
number
hoping to
76.
find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's Patterson.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I'm telling you, they're not blocking with the coverage. That nigga ghost or something.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts, 45 yards. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime.
Anderson, you stupid.
And so the obvious thought is they got to wrap things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while. Okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly.
That was a good second catch because I was going to pick that off.
This defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Next to Rashad Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise,
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
But shit like going like that, boy. It wasn't in the cards for you to win this game, boy. Good Lord. I think it's step forward.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Running with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in for the yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.